So welcome back. We are psyched to be here. As I said before, we've been going all day. My name is Matthew Joseph. I'm one of the co-hosts of the Stronger Together podcast. We had podcasts in the morning. We had some sessions in midday, and now we're back. And I am joined by my other co-host, Rob Abraham. Rob, how are you?
I'm doing very well. This is one of my favorite conferences to go to, and I'm just taking it all in and having a blast.
Awesome. And tell us, we're thrilled to partner again with Tech Booth 500 and 501. Make sure to go check them out. Tell us a little bit about what participants will see coming up to the booth.
So we have a lot of STEM products that we want to sell you, but it's not selling you a 3D printer or selling you a robot. It's about seeing what your district needs, what your students need, and what kind of solutions we can help you with.
So one of the things that we did today at 1 o'clock, we had a book signing with all of the X Factor authors that were here. Thank you for making that happen. And that was a first for you all. I hope that was, got a lot of information there and got a chance to meet some good people.
No, it was great. You partner with a lot of really, really great people, and to have the opportunity to bring them into the booth and to bring people in, not only to meet your wonderful people, but then to shift over and have some more conversations with us. It was just a very good experience.
And then you had the opportunity to participate in your first Ignite session. How did that go?
I was terrified. I've been presenting for years, but it took me out of my comfort zone, and I like doing things that take me out of my comfort zone. And the only thing I can think of is, when's the next one? I was so excited. And you had so many great people on there that it was just it was a pleasure to be included in the bunch.
Awesome. Now, talking about great people, this is somebody I've known for years and is an amazing educator. And what always impresses me is that she does her work each and every day with her students. Sometimes people talk about the work, but our guest does the work. And I want to welcome in Mary Howard, 7th grade teacher. How are you today?
I'm doing great. I'm excited to be here at Nice Skate and excited to be here with you guys.
Awesome. So for those who don't know your work, share a little bit about what you do.
Well, I call myself an ed tech fan, I suppose. I suppose that's why I've been at Nice Skate all these years. I'm actually newly out of the classroom. I retired from my 6th grade classroom in June, and so I'm kind of exploring and discovering my new world outside the classroom. But it consists of a lot of AI professional development, a lot of sharing student work with teachers and teaching them how to use ed tech in their classrooms.
Oh, cool. I'm sure you love the conference. Is this your first time at Nice Skate?
It's probably my 20th.
Wow, there you go. I knew that.
You're welcome to this one.
I knew that ahead of time, but I answered my question.
Yeah,
So,
there you go.
Yeah, lots of years at Nice Skate, serving on the committee, helping organize the conference there in Rochester for many years, and I've been in the Hall of Fame, the Nice Skate Hall of Fame. So I got my star in the Hall of Fame many years ago. So yeah.
That's excellent.
So you've experienced a lot of different trends throughout the years at Nice Skate. What's got you excited this year?
You know what? I think it's the continued fascination of AI and how it stands to serve our students and our learners of all levels. The talk is still happening and the initiative is still there, and it's changing our world, and it's nice to see that Nice Skate's on top of that and, chasing it down.
So you've been here 20 plus years. I'm sure you've been presenting a lot of those years, and you have another one coming up at this Nice Skate. I think it's tomorrow. Is that correct?
It's Tuesday morning.
Tuesday morning. All right, there it is. Tuesday the 25th at 9 a.m. Creating with Canva. Talk a little bit about what participants are going to see there.
So Canva, obviously, if you don't know Canva is a tool that's been around for a little while now, and they're very, very educator oriented. So it's a really exciting tool for both students and educators because it changes the playing field in terms of creativity. So there's so many projects that students can do using Canva, teachers can do, whether they're design projects, making videos, recording audio, or just demonstrating creativity. So the session is designed to show teachers how to do all of it. The top 17 things you need to know using Canva and showing students.
That's awesome. Rob, before we jump in, one of the benefits of going live is that we have walking by. We were just talking about your Ignite week and creativity. We have one of the other Ignite presenters here. Steve, come around back here. Come around behind Rob. I want to get your insight on your experience. Welcome into the first time. Tell us who you are.
Steve Marquet. I am a building level innovator in Connecticut, and I also do some district technology integration in Connecticut.
So how was the EdTech presentation for
Which
you?
is awesome. It's a little nerve-wracking, it was awesome though. It was a lot of fun. It takes a little bit of prep work, but when you have to think on your feet, it was great though. High energy, a lot of great information, and working with some great colleagues. So it was a lot of fun.
Good times. Well, thanks for jumping on.
No problem. Onward and upward.
There you go. Mary, speaking of taking risks like Steve and Rob did, how are you encouraging that now in the work that you're doing?
Taking risks, that it's, again, it goes back to the AI. You hear a lot of people talking about AI isn't good for kids, AI isn't good for learning, and we have to find our way as educators.
Sure.
We have to figure it out because it's not going away. So, getting kids on the platform, using the platform, using it safely, and having the right conversations about safe use of AI.
It's funny, that's what my Ignite presentation was on. It was about, here's the deal. You like it or you don't like it, it's here and kids have access to it. Our job now is to stop worrying about it and start teaching kids how to use it responsibly and make it a meaningful tool that the kids can grow with, as opposed to saying, don't do it, because they're going to.
They are going to.
Right. And speaking of AI, you had a pretty exciting opportunity recently. Can you share about that?
Yes, I had a meeting on Friday with OpenAI, and they're talking about their new launch coming up of ChatGPT for schools and educators. And so they're designing it as being like a closed, safe area for students to use ChatGPT. And what I respect about the way they're doing it is they're launching it slowly. They're not going to go into it halfway. They're making sure that they know what's going on and that they research it carefully before they roll it out. So it is right around the corner. And I've always thought of ChatGPT as the mothership. She's my favorite. And so I'm kind of excited that this is coming, because you've got a lot of sneaky users of it anyway. They're on there, teachers and kids. Let's give them that safe platform that they need.
And how is tech addressing the use of AI, Rob?
So we're doing our best right now to ramp up our PDs. We have an online professional development platform called Otis for educators, and we do a lot of in-person PDs. And again, we're trying to make sure that administrators and teachers understand the ramifications of AI in the future in education. So that, again, it's always about the kids at the end of the day. But, so if we can educate the educators, then they can educate the students.
So looking ahead, Mary, you said that you've been here almost 20 years, with a lot of presentations. There's also a lot of first-timers here. What are some suggestions for the first-time presenters?
Keep your vision open. That the thing that's going to hit you, that's going to change your profession, you can't predict what it is. Go to as many sessions as you can, explore as many things as you can, and be open to it all, because you really just never know. I remember the day that Web 2.0 tools came on the scene, and we're talking a long time ago. And for me as an educator, that was the thing that changed me. Realizing that EdTech is a tool for learning, that was so long ago, and you just don't know what it's going to be. Augmented reality, virtual reality, artificial intelligence. It'll hit you from left field. So be open to all of it. Absorb.
So if you have the microphone, if you can talk to all the educators listening, and maybe really leaders too, the district leaders making those decisions, if you could tell them one thing about the increased use of AI positively for students, what would it be?
Thing I would say, and it's always been the case, it's know your learner. The bottom line is those relationships you build and know your learner. And a lot of times when I think about AI use in the classroom, I get excited about it because in some ways it's going to liberate teachers from those onerous tasks that take us away from building those relationships. Because in the end, education is about building relationships. And so if we have tools that can lift some of this load over here, then we can be, in better relationships with the kids and support them in different ways.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, it's always great to see you. And Rob, any last thoughts?
I really appreciate what you're doing and the message that you're getting out there, because, again, I think it's so important. So you've been on this podcast before.
I have. Yeah.
Okay, so then the question I'm going to ask, I've been asking to everyone, based on your new views of education, everything out there, when you hear that term, stronger together, what's the first thing that comes to your mind?
And relationships, once again, with the kids, with our colleagues, with our administrators.
Yeah.
Because, it all has to happen collaboratively. That's the most important thing. We are stronger together when we work collaboratively.
Awesome.
Great.
Well, thanks for stopping by, for jumping on. And if you are here on Tuesday at 9:00, make sure 9 o'clock, head on over to the Willow Tower and check out Creating with Canva with Mary Howard. Mary, have a great rest of your time here. And
You
keep
too.
doing amazing
Don't work so
things.
hard.
All right, I'll try not to.
He doesn't know how not to.